Alright, so we're gonna be starting to learn some German here. I'm not the best at teaching German, but I'm just gonna go through a script for document for the A1 level. I'm just talking about the grammatics here, nothing else. Everything else you can go search in the internet, find vocabulary, everything that you need. You should just not be fucking lazy, that's all. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of fucking words in this course. So here we go. Deutsch, aber hallo. Grammatikübungen A1. That's like for, just the very basic. And here we got the grammatics and also we got the exercises. We get to exercise what we learn, okay? I'm gonna just put this document in the description. You're gonna find it. So let's just get to it. So the grammatics have a lot of lections, lection, and we're gonna go try to do lection 1 for today for this course. It's just a freestyle kind of course. I'm not planning on doing anything special. I'm just gonna get through the whole thing and explain it as best as I can, because I could learn very fast using this method, so trying to share it. Here we go. So for the Lektion 1, we got verb conjugation. Konjugation. Konjugation auf Deutsch. I'm just mixing up the whole fucking thing. So, first you got the first verb. It's lernen. Lernen, it's just like English, to learn. So there you go. You have different personal pronouns that you can apply to. Ich, du, Carlos ist because Carlos is a male person, so it's and Lena is it's sie, that's sie. And afterwards we have wir, which is we, ihr, which is you in plural, and Lena and Carlos, that makes them sie. Make the difference between sie here and sie here. The first sie here is she. The second sie here, it's they. There's another special sie, which is for you, the polite form. It's for you. It's something we're gonna get to later. So the verb becomes normally the verb is lernen. So ich lerne. We just delete the en and add an e for ich, and then you have lernst, du lernst, that's you learn. As you have noticed, we just added an st to learn without the en, and it goes on like that. Lernt, sie lernt, and we also have it in German, that's s. We're gonna get to it later. Then we have wir lernen, ihr lernt, und sie lernen, which is for Carlos and Lena, sie. Then we have another verb, which is schreiben, to write. So we just delete the en to try to conjugate it. So that becomes ich schreibe with e. Du schreibst. Carlos schreibt. Lena schreibt. Wir schreiben. Ihr schreibt. Lena und Carlos schreiben. Alright? It's not that complicated. Don't want to test your intelligence, but if you're that dumb not to get this course is not for you. Let's get to it. Then we have Übung 1. That's exercise number 1 to practice. And then we have a Beispiel. Beispiel, it's for example. We have gehen, which is to go. That's the verb gehen. The conjugation for a small sentence here, for example, du gehst ins Kino. You go to the cinema. To the cinema is just ins Kino. Just remember it like this. Don't bother yourself. To go to the cinema, you always ins Kino. You add, okay? German is already complicated. Don't complicate it even more, okay? Then we have kommen. Kommen is to come. We can conjugate it same as all the other verbs. We just delete the en and we have this. That we can add stuff to it, stuff to it. Hello, stuff to it. Alright, so we got Maria kommt. Why? Because it's a she, right? So kommt aus Rom. The rest we don't care. But if you want to know what it is, you can just Google it. That means she comes from Rome. So Maria kommt. We're just interested in filling up, the blanks, nothing else. The rest is going to come later. But if you're interested, you can just Google it. Then we have Carlos kommt. Why? Because Carlos is a guy. It's an er. Carlos kommt aus Madrid. Ich komme. Here. Ich komme aus. I don't know where you come from, so you add your country here or your city. If you come from I don't know, planet Mars, you just, type it down here. Then you have Karl und Eva kommt aus Passau. Nee, Karl und Eva kommen. That makes them a Z. So, kommen aus Passau. Then you have another verb which is wohnen, to live, kaufen, to buy, trinken, to drink. This you can do on your own. It's not that difficult. Then we have the Beispiel 2. So, Max kommt aus Köln. Max comes from Köln, which is Cologne, a city in Germany. Then we can do the same exact thing here. Murat, music. Murat, and music. Murat, let's think it's a person. And music is music. What can this person does with music? Either play it, either listen to it, either like it. I don't know. We just have to check every verb here. So we have wohnen, which is to live, gehen, to go, kommen, which is already applied here, so no. Hört. So we have hört, to listen. So that makes it Murat hört Musik. Murat listens to the music. Du in Passau. You in Passau. Passau, it's a city in the south of Germany. So what does that give us here? Like you in Passau. Let's search. You live in Passau? Maybe. Du wohnst in Passau. And then we have to search here. Du lernst. Are you learning in Passau? Doesn't really go quite up. So we have to go with the first option. Why? Because we have the st here. So du wohnst in Passau. Remember the conjugation. For du, we have st here. For everything else, we don't. Except for lernen, but yeah, it doesn't really apply here. So it's it goes on like that. You can just exercise here, and try to work on your own. Don't wait for people to show you how to do things. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. It's time consuming, and you need time for yourself. So we continue with the grammatics here. So we have another verb which is arbeiten. Arbeiten is to work. Warten is to wait. Finden is to find. Reden is to talk. So we are going to try to conjugate it here. So arbeiten, we're gonna have an ich. Ich is I work. Ich arbeite. We just add an e. Same as always. Du arbeitest. That is a special thing because we added an e here. Because you cannot just say du arbeitst. It's not very German. That's how I understand it. For them, they give you all kind of explanations why they did it. To me, it just doesn't sound German, so they added an e. That makes it du arbeitest. It's very simple. Du arbeitest. Carlos arbeitet. So it's just an extra e here before what we've learned here, right? So nothing special. You're just gonna get used to it very fast. And you just apply the same thing for everything. Du wartet. Du findest, du riedest. It's for here all these kind of verbs, and they just explained it here. Like if the verb ends with T or D, I'm talking about after you take out the en. If it's an T or a D, you always add an e here. So du redest, du arbeitest, and it goes on like that. Very simple. Fantastic, tremendous, as Trump says. Alright, so we have another verb which is tanzen. Tanzen is to dance. And you have here extra verbs which is du küssen. Küssen is to kiss. Heißen is to be called. So ich tanze, du tanzt. Why we don't add an e here? It's an s, kein s. Why? Because it's not very logical to say du tanzt. It's not very logical. You already have a t here, a t sound, so you're not gonna add an s. It's useless. So you just don't write it. So ich tanze, du tanzt. You don't need an S. There's already a sound. It's that simple, okay? So, we have another exercise. We have reden, reisen. Reden, I already told you, it's to talk. Reisen is to travel. Antworten is to answer. Heißen is to be called. We already had them here. Reden und heißen. So, to exercise this, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna do either reisen or antworten. So let's go with reisen. The rest you can do on your own. Reisen. Wir. What should we add here? It's a wir. So we should just add an e. En. So wir reisen nach Spanien. We travel to Spain. Nach is to. That's a different exercise. Let's not focus on these kind of small details right now. So, ich reise. Why we just add an e, right? Because it's an ich. At this point, I expect you to already know how to like conjugate this stuff. You can pause the video and go learn for, I don't know, a day or two and then come back to the video. So, what do you add here? Du reist. But remember, we have an s here. And they said when it like ends with an s, what do you do? Du reist, kein s, so you're not gonna add an extra s to an s already. Du reist, and it goes on like that. Ihr, what do you have with ihr? Remember, ihr. Forget about the here, it's different. I'm just here. So ihr reiset, right? So we have wir reisen, ich reise, du reist, ihr reist. That simple. So the rest you can do on your own. Here we have a different exercise, sein. Sein is the verb to be, right? So we are at this point, we are going to learn it. To be here is ich bin. That's I am. Du bist. You are. Lena, it's sie. She's a female. Sie ist. That's very feminist from them, like started with a she. Alright, so we got Theo. Theo is a guy, right? So ist. Wir sind. Ihr seid. Max und Paul, und its end. Und Paul, that makes them sie, right? Sie sind. Eva und Lena, sie sind. It's also they. So I want you to learn this very, very fast, very quickly. It's not that complicated. You can just invest some time and try to practice it. As here we have ich bin Student oder Studenten. I am a student. But here student is for male, Studenten is for females. So you're just gonna have to exercise this and try to memorize it at the same time. And then we get Ob und Wir. Another Beispiel, which is an example with Julia and Maria, and in Italian. So we have two stuff, Julia and Maria in Italian. So two people in Italy. What do? They are in Italy, right? So you say Julia und Maria sind in Italian. Why? Because they are. That makes them they. They are in Italy. So we apply, like we pick one, for example here, we apply it to C. So wir im Hotel. So we in a hotel. What do? Wir sind im Hotel. Ich bin im Deutschkurs. Ich bin here. And it goes on like that. Just do the whole thing, okay? Should we continue? How long is the video so far? I'm using actually OBS to record this, so we are going to stop here because we are at 16 minutes. Alright, so we are going to continue next time with the personal pronomen nominative. Okay, I'm not the best teacher, I'm just helping you getting this stuff done very quickly. Okay, you have a good one, guys.